All right, here we go. Today's lesson's on dividing fractions and mixed numbers. So that's your learning target. I can divide fractions and mixed numbers. Write that in your notes, as well as these vocabulary words. A mixed number, a value made up of a whole number and a fraction, such as 2 5/8. That's a mixed number. Whole number, fraction. Next vocabulary word, improper fraction. A fraction greater than 1. Okay, so a fraction greater than 1 looks like this. 4/3. It's any time the numerator is bigger than the denominator. And that's more than one whole. Okay? All right. So, when you look at this beautiful picture here of 3 pizzas and part of another pizza, that number of pizzas can be represented by a mixed number. So we've got 1, 2, 3 pizzas and then 2/3 of a pizza. Or we could write it as an improper fraction where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 thirds. Okay, mixed number, improper fraction. All right, so if I have a mixed number such as 2 1/4, I can write that as an improper fraction. This is a skill that you're already supposed to have. I'll remind you of how to do it. 2 1/4 equals 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 1, which is 9/4. So you multiply the whole number by the denominator, then add the numerator, and that gives you your numerator, and the denominator is the same as the denominator with your mixed number. Okay. Another way to think about this is the 2 whole would be 4/4, that's 1 whole, plus another 4/4, and then you're going to add on the 1/4. So 4/4 plus 4/4 is 8/4, plus 1 more is 9/4. But you probably just want to remember, multiply the whole number times the denominator, 2 times 4 is 8, and then add the numerator, that's 9, and the denominator is still 4. Okay, so that's turning a mixed number into an improper fraction. If you're turning an improper fraction into a mixed number, you divide. It's the top number divided by the bottom number. 3 goes into 7 twice. That makes 6, and you have 1 left over. So the answer is 2 1/3. It was 2 1/3. The remainder goes over what you divided by. You can think about this also as 7/3 equals 3/3 plus another 3/3. That's 6/3 plus another third. That would make 7/3. So these two together make 2 whole plus the other fraction, 1/3. Okay? So, got some examples for you to put into your notes. Put those on the right side of your what section. You're going to need to draw the boxes and write those as a mixed number and an improper fraction. Then write 3 1/2 as an improper fraction and 5 5/3 as a mixed number. Okay? So pause the video. When you're done with that, go to the next page. All right, the why. That's easy. We divide with mixed numbers for the same reason we divide other numbers, to make equal size groups. So we've already done a lesson on dividing fractions. We've actually done 2 lessons on dividing fractions. The dividing is for the same reason. It's just that sometimes you may divide using mixed numbers. So, put a quick sentence into your why section on why we divide with mixed numbers, and then continue the video. Alright, last section. How to divide with mixed numbers. Step 1, make sure both numbers are fractions, not whole or mixed numbers. After that, it's the same as always. Multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Simplify or reduce your answer. So, let's take a look at this sample problem. 2.5. We're going to turn 2.5 into an improper fraction. We need just a fraction, not a mixed number. So, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we've got 5 halves divided by 3/4. That's the first step, is to just get fractions. Second step is to multiply by the reciprocal. If you try to do both of those steps at once, you're going to forget to flip the second fraction. So now that we have all fractions, now we change it to multiplication and multiply by the reciprocal of the second number. And we're going to get 20 over 6. 20 over 6 can be simplified. We can divide those both by 2. And we can get 10 thirds, and we'll call that good. That's the same as 3 1/3. Either one of these answers would be fine. Last sample problem. 1 1/5 divided by 4. We need both fractions. So we need to turn 1 1/5 into a fraction, an improper fraction. So 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So we have 6 fifths divided by, I need 4 to be a fraction. Any whole number, remember this, any whole number as a fraction is set over 1. So it's 4 over 1. So this is going to equal 6 fifths times the reciprocal of 1/4, or 4 over 1, which is 1/4. So I'm going to get 6 over 20. We're going to divide both of those by 2 to simplify, and it's going to equal 3/10. And there's your answer. So here's some examples, 2 example problems for you to do. Finish those up and you're ready for your lesson. Good luck.